Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's working. Guess I'll just continue from where I left yesterday. My H, this is not H. I gotta change my glasses. Oh man, there we go. What a difference. I can see again. I can fly, I can fly. Let's just sort of render this foot here. And the nail. This goes in front. Yeah, I think that's how. Yeah, that's how it goes. And this comes this way. I'm just throwing some little details of knuckles there. And this foot is not gonna be. I don't think I'm gonna define the foot much. There's no point. I'm just going to shade this in. There could be a highlight here, coming from over here. So how about I just erase? Erase some of that and probably like that. Doesn't look too bad. Okay, that's definitely standing out from the tree. I'll probably go darker later, but not just yet. Now I'll have to work on this other leg. I could make part of this hairy, right? They are hairy. Hairy monkeys. Some hair there. Some hair there. You really don't see it here. Yeah. So we have the light coming from the left, above. So we're gonna see a light here, like a room lighting. So all of this will be shaded in, like so. It's interesting, the paper feels a little moist, I don't know why. I need a little more shape to the foot. The heel, and then it goes in and then out. And this way I catch some light on this side. Something like this. Cross hatch the other way. And now we're going to come to the toes here. Now these toes, I could probably put more detail so they're closer to us. And we're looking at the underside. So here's a toe. Here's a nail. I might have to move this pad down here. Looks like it's too high up. So the muscle there. And do have long, slender toes. Almost look like little pea pods or peas. One, two, three. Give him 3 knuckles here. And try to make sense of the foot here. One, two, three, four. And 5. I put these closer together. That wasn't like too bad. Now the underside of the foot's gonna be dark. So that should be very interesting. What should I do here? I don't want to highlight there. I could just shade the whole thing and then erase the pencil marks later. So I'll just shade this in real quick. Just one directional shading. Well, this toe is kind of weird. Let's fix this toe. I don't like that toe. Let's give it more curvature. So they would come in here. That looks better. It's okay if your shading or cross-hatching is kind of messy. You don't want perfect shading or cross-hatch, because then it doesn't look as lively. And so this is going to be a darker part. So I could go with this. This is H. I'm going to go with HB. Because this is the closest part to us of the monkey, the spider monkey. Because this is further away, this is closer to us, so it's should be darker. So let's see how this goes. Even though it's underneath, I like to give it some depth. I could go back and erase the highlight in later. For now, just darker here. It already looks like there's a little highlight there because I didn't fill it in with this dark color. Let me step back and look at it. Okay, that looks like a foot. Now I'm going to get my eraser here. I'm going to give this a point because it's not very pointy. It needs a better point, so I'm just going to erase here. I'm just trying to build a point to this. Excuse me, I think you got a point now. So now I will erase some of this here. Yeah, that's good enough like that. Go back to the HB here. This side will be probably, I think this whole thing would just be dark. Crosshatch the other way, just to give it some form. Yeah, because the light's coming from above the left. I'm just going to make this darker here to show that that's the part it's folding. Okay, well, we'll see how that goes. Then we'll make some of these hairs dark here. This is the tail. I want this leg to be darker than the tail, so it stands out. Here I'm just playing with pressures. The harder I press, the darker it gets. So now the leg is going in front of the tail. And could darken it with H over here. I mean, H can only get so dark. It's about as dark as I want it to get there. Let's go back to HB. There's a little pencil mark sticking out there. I could leave it there, it could be hair. Little things like that I don't plan on, they just happen, so I don't mind that. Let's give him some extra hair. Because it's not a smooth monkey, it's a hairy monkey. So I just add the little extra lines. It just gives it that fuzzy look. And I'm gonna make the tips of these toes dark, just to give it some interest here. And the line thickness. I'm not sure it would catch light there, but I'm thinking about it. Light works in all kinds of strange kind of ways. I think I'm probably not gonna have it there. I don't think it needs it. And yeah, looks good. So now I'm going to take my eraser and erase some of the pencil marks to, cause there's a line here and there's a line here, and this, go on, doing this, a little bit of that, it gets rid of some of the pencil marks, and that looks like hair. Just breaks up the lines, so it's not a solid line. There. So like right here, I broke the line up here, which is good. You want to see that, especially on the hairy leg. I think this needs to be more in. Like that. It looks a little too fat. Let's see here. You can draw with the eraser. Look at that. By removing some of the marks, pencil marks. Now I can darken some of the spider arm thingies. I'm using what is it? HB. So I darken the tips of it here. Here, fade it and fade it. Just to make it more dynamic looking. Let's rotate this thing here. Look how many smudges I got here for my finger already. I just started. Okay, so now we have to make sure we cast shadows from the lighting here. And then we can erase some of this. Oops. The pencil marks here. And if I go back to my H pencil, because this is, I think, this H. Maybe a little bit HB2, but I think H should be dark enough to finish this up here. And that's going back, so I'm not going to darken that. But this has to be darker than the hair. So I may have to go with HB here. Then I'm going to trail this off that way. Because you want it to go lighter that way. And we can darken this the same as this. Well, this side's darker because it's in the shadow side. And here we can put extra little dark areas, or the hair is more compact. And here on this side, we'll just put darkness here. With some dynamic, my teacher called these dynamic points. I learned that from my art teacher in college. It's like dynamic points. Or just dark here and it goes, just shoots out that way. It just brings interest to there, so that looks cool. I think there's lighting down here, but I don't need it. It's kind of dark down here. And maybe here. Well, I'll leave that part of the head alone. I was gonna darken this, but if I darken this, then you're not gonna see the eye much. I don't want to overwork it. Easy to overwork a drawing. You gotta kind of stop yourself. It's like, I don't want to put much detail there. Go back to my H. I'm going to leave that sketchy as it is. And I guess we could work on this side now. Go back to my HB. This side is probably H completely. I'm just adding some extra detail. For his carapace over here, the spider. Spider body part. And let's go back to this last part. Make this dark. It's good to put some line work here and there. Thick to thin, or dark to light. The lighting's coming from the left, so let's go back. I guess I could probably use the same one. There we go. Do that little form there. And let's continue with the tail. Tail's give it some more girth. We're making it a little darker. I'm using my H lead for this. You can tell by the sound it's making, pressing a little harder. Oops. Move the camera. There. See, I made it squiggly. That's good. Make it squiggly. You want sketch lines, and then because it gives it movement. Now back to this tree. I think it's still a little light colored. Needs to be a little darker because it's closer to us. Well, it's supposed to be. You guys see it? I think I'm off camera here. There we go. Because in the corner of my paper, I gotta make sure I look at my camera, my video, because sometimes I end up drawing off video. I don't realize. I don't realize I'm off video. And then cross hatch the other way. And then this way. Now let's look at this whole thing overall and see. Step back. And kind of like what I see so far. I think it's pretty much done now. I could probably put more shading on the tree. More line work. Just make it stand out a little more. Because it's very light. But I want it to be light colored. Then over here. But I think this is done. I really don't want to do any more work on it. It doesn't need it. I mean, these things are like jumping down. Looks like it's working. What else could I do to this? Maybe I could add some more movement, like if it's jumping down. Maybe. I wonder if I put some leaves, right? Like I don't know, some leaves broke off and falling down. May or may not work. Don't know. We shall see. I think it kind of works. It implies that there's some movement there. Maybe a twig falling down. It snapped. Yeah. That looks good. I'm just gonna sign it. I shall sign it here, I guess. Nemo. 2025. So there we go, guys. I'm done. Take these glasses off. Oh my gosh, my eyes are tired. Put these glasses on. They can see me. Here we go. I'm upside down though. Why am I upside down? Oh, because let me fix this. Let me fix that upside down stuff. Let's see, where is that? I had to do it upside down too, so this looks right to you. But now I look upside down. That's funny. What the heck is that? Transform. Here we go. Vertical flip. Is that it? Am I normal? Yes, I'm normal. Normal looking. And let's see here. So here it is. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here, watching my videos. Those who did show up, thank you. So I'm planning to do more videos this year, a lot more drawings. I'm gonna do some paintings, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream those because they take a long time to make. This is much quicker, and so here it is. The final spider monkey. Rawr. Anyways, this was fun to draw. You want this thing jumping on you when you're walking underneath the tree. See you guys.